Good evening to everybody in the class. I would like to present my paper based on the importance of education in implementing social justice in DRC, Congo, in Republic Democratic of Congo. So I'll be short in my presentation. What is education? I've referred my definition to a big philosopher, Socrates. Education is the creation of sound mind and sound body, in short. And it develops mental faculties, especially in his mind, so that he may be able to enjoy the contemplation of supreme true goodness and beauty. So I think that one may help us to define the education in this aspect. So some aspect were taken in consideration. What is education? Education is both unilateral as well as bipolar in nature. It is a continuous process. Education is knowledge or experience. It is development of particular aspect of human personality or harmony integrated growth. It is conductive for the good and the individual of the welfare of the society. So all those try to attempt to define well as the education. In light of all this, education may be not defined as a process on acquiring or imparting knowledge which translates into change of behavior, attitude, and help individuals to fulfill their potentials as members of the society. So let us have a look at what we call social justice. Social justice, let me be brief. Social justice is what we call the fairness. Social justice is what we call equity. Social justice is what we call equality. So in this regard, we may define social justice as relation between individual and societies. So the relationship between individual and societies is that one we call social justice. So having social justice with all these elements, fairness, equity, and equality, when I turn back in my country, I will say that in Congo there is no social justice. Due to the current situation in my country now, Congo, there is no social justice. We still have biggest problem due to the lack of governance. Our current government now is out of mandate. Just for your information, is out of mandate. The constitution is violated. The Constitution of 18 February 2006 is violated to its Article 70, which says that the mandate of the president is for 5 years, renewals once. And after the renewals, the president in power has no right to present himself as a candidate to the new incoming election. So due to that, I say that the values are not well respected in Congo. So I wanted to have a look on what we call assumption of peace. When we talk the assumption of peace, you look at what they call the biggest element is what we call a sustainable peace. How we talk about sustainable peace in Congo when the constitution is not respected, when the democracy is not respected. As I'm talking now, all the institutions are out of mandate. The current president now is supposed to be out of power. But the last year of the renewal mandate, after the 5 mandate to the 10th of years, he renounced in 3 months ahead of the election. So he can renounce that there is no man to organize the elections. That is last year, December. So people try to protest on that. And then they were killed. They were killed. So I can say there is no social justice in Congo because the human right is not respected. There is lack of power by the leadership. And if you come back to the education, a lot of biggest number of Congolese are very educated, very literate people with big doctorates, with big masters. And then most of them are political members. So they try to defend wrong and forget about good values. So what to do now? When you talk about sustainable peace, you look at the condition of sustainable peace. Number one is to seek about the political studies. So if you look at the political current situation in Congo now, it is going to the west. Because the mission of peace study is to seek about, to treat about violence and non-violence, and don't give chance to violence to escalate to the war. So due to that aspect, I can say that social justice is not respected in my country. So according to this paper, I've tried to look at this violation in 3 dimensions. First, it is political dimension. What is in political dimension? We say that it is characterized such element as supremacy of the constitution, the potential of human rights, the rule of law, the holding of regular, free and transparency election, independency of judiciary, and responsibility of rulers. So all these are well written in the text, so but not respected by leaders. There's lack of. If you look at what we call economic dimensions, what we observe is that it is concerning with transparency in management of political affairs. They fight against corruption in all its forms and against impurity, orthodoxy in the use of public finance, transparency in the awards of public contract and in the integrity of mining concessions or other area of exploration and exploitation of mineral resources, etc. So looking at this aspect, what justifies the society? What would justify society? The common good. But the common good is not well shared. People, they don't benefit from their own resources. All resources is taken by people in power. There is lack of what we call dignity. There is absence of dignity. Natural law is not respected in Congo. So if you look at the last dimension, we think it is what we call socio-cultural dimension. In this dimension, we see that this involves the implementation of natural cultural policy and sustainable development, the promotion of cultural diversity and dialogue of culture, which guarantee the internal peace and national cohesion and the promotion of genders. Are these respected due to what I have announced to this country? All these are not respected. So as we look at all this, we give some recommendation on saying this. The DRC among the poorest countries in the world should be former colonials. I've asked some question about this country. Should the former colonials masters held responsible for this tragedy? As globalization contributed to this deplorable state? So I attempted to answer this question by saying, while both the colonial system and globalization remain among the culprits, GLC political and economic administration are to blame. Political leaders have sacrificed the common good in order to protect their interests and those of their sponsors. I think in certain level I've seen, because we don't know who to blame. Sometimes our leaders are empowered by these Western people. Because there is peace body in the country, there is UN mission, MONUSCO is there. UN mission stabilization in the DRC. There is a section of human rights. There is civil societies. Because if you look at the sustainable peace, like after political studies, you see the empowerment of civil society. Civil society bodies are there to implement human rights, but it's not been taken in consideration. So the question is there. What should do at the end of all these situations? So we see that in addition, the economic of the rents have perverse effect. They favor predatory practice on the end of one hand, because exploiting companies have not the objective them extract and export without worrying about what is today called sustainable development. In others, because the holders of political power have a great deal of ease in capturing the lion's share of national revenues, visible or invisible, generated by economic activity. Yes. So, due to this, I will say that in Congo we still have the lack of governance, we still have the lack of democracy, we still have the lack of social justice, and we need to implement social justice. Is it to implement or to restore it? The distributive and restorative justice is not implemented. All the power are concentrated to the end of one person. There is no share of power. Justice is not independence. So what can Congolese do to be out of this situation? Right now, if this continues, the situation will escalate to the current war, and that one, I think, it will affect all Africans. So I have said, and then I thank this the incoming of this conference to express what is going on in my country and see how you people you can try to invest your knowledge to see how to seek for that lack of social justice, lack of democracy, lack of power that have our leaders and so forth. Thank you.